Hey, hey, happy Saturday. Who's about? Come say hey, Dawn. Let me know where you are tuning in from. If you're a newbie and you're tuning in for the first time, come and say hey, I'm a newbie, so we can all make friends. And all you have to do is hit that share button. When you've hit the share button, type shared in, and then we can find you when we are doing the next prize draw. So please don't forget to comment the shared bit, otherwise I can't find everybody. Hey Christine, hey Caroline, you guys are on it and ready. Right, so here we go. Our last 5 winners were Jackie Newton. Oh, if I say your name wrong, I just apologise, I'm so sorry. So Jackie Newton, Melanie Challoner, that's what I'm going with, Tina Dixon, Lisa Louise and Ruth Lindley. You are our 5 winners. All your prizes are packed up, ready to go because they arrived today. So I've done them. They're all ready to go. So we had, on Tuesday, we did chili beef noodles. The amount of people that have sent me their pictures of their chili beef noodles is insane. So thank you for that. That went down well. We had 204 shares, which means we have 2 prizes in the pot. So every 100 shares that we get a prize in the pot. Right, here we go. This is plugged in on an old cranky iPad because the kids are upstairs on FaceTime to their friends. So here we are, 12204. It's not number 4, let's go. It is number 81 and 73. Let me just write those down before I forget. 81 and 73. 81, 73. Right, so today we are going to cook sloppy joes, which if you don't know what they are, it's like, do you know what? It's like a spag bowl burger, basically. So you make your mix and you put that in your burger bun, and then you can put your cheese on, you can put salad on, you can put gherkins on, whatever you want. You just have to sin it or work the plan to suit you. So I'm just going to talk about that super quickly. So I have got these Kingsmill wholemeal Baps Cobbs rolls. What do you guys say? I call it cob. I'm very common. I know that is a horse as well. I call them cobs where I come from. Some people call them baps. Baps to me means boobs. Or who says rolls? What do you say? Baps, cobs, rolls. Is there another term for them? Anyway, so we're going to use one of these. One of these is classed as your healthy bee, so then it's free. If you've already had your healthy bee, one of these is 6 Syns. So you just have to learn to work the plan to suit you. So I always have bran flakes for breakfast. That's my healthy bee. But I knew we were making these tonight, so I've not had bran flakes this morning. I've had bacon and eggs this morning. Boom. Anne calls them cobs. Or are you laughing at me calling them cobs? Joanna calls them rolls. Sharon's got cob. Yeah, Sharon's near me. She's a cob, look. So one of these is your healthy bee. So this is how you keep your cooking sin-free. You work the plan. And if you're putting cheese on it, use your cheese as part of your healthy A. Don't need to sin it, just use your healthy A. So if you know, like, you need to plan your meals so then you can work it. So you don't have cheese for breakfast if you know you're having it. Like, don't put it in an omelette for breakfast if you know you're having it on your burger for tea. Boom, job done. Right. It's a batch. It's not what? Batch? No, I've not heard that. That's a new one on me. Oh, I've heard bread cakes, actually. Yeah, I have heard that. So it's just round me that's common and calls it a cob. Right, we need to get done because we're having movie night. Look what I've got. Maleficent, it's the next one. I've been waiting so long to see this. I wanted to see it in the cinema, but obviously with everything going on, didn't get to. Right, so we're going to get cooking. Here we go. Let me turn it around so you can see the pan. Buns. Who calls them baps? Have we got any baps on here? Right, okay, so I've got my pan. Oh, do you know what? I haven't got all my stuff out. I'm so disorganised. Hang on, let me get the mince. Mince. Onions. Peppers. Hang on. Right, I'm back. I'm back. It just wasn't very organised. Here we go. Right. So, Super easy and extremely yummy. If you're anything like me, you'll get bored really quickly if you stick to the same things. So you want to be changing and eating something different every night, and then you're not going to get bored. So fry like pan, peeps. If you're brand new, come say I'm a newbie and we'll all say hey to you. Let me turn that on. And if you haven't done so already, you can go to the top of this page, the original Diva. I'm waiting on a name change, but I don't know how long that takes with Facebook. They have to approve it. So go to the top of the page, click follow, and then you can select see first, and you're not going to miss a trick. So I am using, it's the 5% mince. This one's from Tesco's, and there's 750 grams in this box. The recipe says slightly more, but you know me, I never follow a recipe. Let me just wash my hands quickly. Get my broom. Me spoon, got my broom. Hang on, here we go. I'm gonna have to put my sucker on. It's probably a technical term for that, but I call it my sucker. Hoping you can hear me okay. So we've got my mince in there, and I'm going to whack in my frozen onions because they're easy. Catherine's a newbie. Everybody say hey to Catherine. Is anybody else on here? So it's Pauline. So Sarah, oh wow, we've got loads of newbies. Maybe say hey newbies. If I've missed you, I'm sorry. Sometimes the comments move a little bit quick. So plenty of onions in there because that's going to bulk it up. It's going to make it go further, but it's also going to fill you up. I need to put these with scissors. Pop a few more in. So if you're new, as soon as I get off here, well, once the dinner's cooked, it's called an extractor. It's called a sucker. When I get off here and the dinner's cooked, I take the pictures and then I post the recipe. But I've also attached the link at the top, so you can click on that link and it'll take you to my mailing list, the Spicentice code. I've actually just set up a YouTube channel with the kids, so we're going to be popping the recipes on there as well. So you can go over there and subscribe, apparently. I'm not down with the kids, but so they tell me you have to say subscribe, you have to do subscribe and click the notification bell to on. That's how James says it. Hey Penny, Penny's a newbie. Right, okay, let me put those onions back in the freezer. So all we're doing is frying off the mince and the onions to start. Whilst they're doing that, I am going to chop up my wedges. So, let me get my thing out. This is really quick and easy. So I'm using the Spicentice chips and wedges for my chips, and I'm going to do wedges, just normal potato wedges with this on, but I'm also going to do celeriac ones as like an SP version because I was a little bit naughty last night and I ate loads of stuff that I shouldn't be, so I need to pull it back with some extra speed today. So I'm just going to chop these potatoes into wedges really quickly whilst I'm on that tray. Let me move that. Whilst my mince is cooking, what's everybody else got for tea? Oh my god, I really did enjoy my meal. Just having somebody bring it over to me, clear the table, it was amazing. Absolutely fab. I didn't move from my seat. It was amazing. I was really naughty. I had 2 puddings. How greedy is that? I couldn't decide, so I was like, I'm having them both. Andrew always looks on a little bit horrified, but there we go. So I had a starter, mains and 2 puddings. Does anybody else do that? I'm a nightmare. Right, wedges are being chopped. Whilst that's frying off. So once this is cooked, it's going to take about 40 minutes to reduce right down. So the chips will be cooked in that time. Where did we get this from? Do you know what? This is years old. It was out of a, do you know those Clean Easy catalogues? I don't, the company's not even going anymore. It's out of one of those. but I'm sure I've seen them in like Home Bargains and stuff. I bet if you had a look on Amazon, you can do it. It's got like an apple corer on it as well. On the other one, there's like different heads to it. So there we go. Making extra wedges because my brother's coming round. I've done them a bit wonky. There's quite a lot there. I'll do one more spud. Some of them are a little bit big. I need to just go and chop them a little bit whilst that's frying off. But I'm sure you can find it on Amazon. So it's just got the thing just to, so you just shove it down and it splits. But there's an apple one as well, which James uses all the time. So you push it down, it takes the core out of the apple. It's pretty cool. But some of them are a little bit big, so I'm just going to chop them up a bit more. Otherwise they'll never cook. They'll take ages. Chop them. The big chunkies. What's everybody else got for tea? If I miss these comments, I'll do my best to go back through them. I'm not being rude, I'm just like Mrs. McGill, I can't see anything from all the way over here. I'm blind as a bat, people. Right, there we go. I think they're, oh no, that's a big one. That's a big one. There we go, plenty of wedges. I'm gonna have to get another tray for my celeriac ones. Hang on. I'll put them on this one with a bit of tin foil. I'm not very organised today, am I? There we go. Got another tray from the celeriac chips. Let's get chopping. Give it a stir. Spicy tomato bacon salad. Delicious. This is really quick and easy. So if you've got fussy kids, they're going to love this because it's just like a burger, really. But like a bit of a deconstructed one. Let me have a bit of my tea. We'll get chopping. So this celeriac, I'm going to make chips out of this. It's a bit of a pain. It's quite hard to chop and peel. So this is, Holly absolutely loves these. So if you're thinking, oh, my kids wouldn't eat them, Holly absolutely loves celeriac chips. I'm just going to chop the bottom off. Just really tough to get through. I have never had these until a few weeks ago, and like Holly is now addicted. I find it easier just to cut it. I don't know if there's a proper way to do this. I just cut it off with my knife rather than trying to peel it. So I'm just doing that while my mince is frying off with the onions. There we go. Chop the top off too. If you peel it properly, you're probably going to save loads, but there we go. My guinea pigs weren't keen on this. I tried to give it them and they didn't like it. There we go, it's peeled. It's easier than using a peeler. Right, now I'm just going to chop it into chips. Big chunky chips. So if you're on SP, and you want chips, try these, they are fab. Thanks for the shares, everybody. Don't forget to comment shared so I can find you when we are counting through. Got rather a lot of chips going on today. Almost done. So this is going to do 5 of us this evening, because my brother's coming for tea. And even James will eat this. There we go. Right, so we've got celeriac ones on this tray in chips, big chunky chips, and then we've got our wedges on here. That's nearly done, so I need to get a wriggle on. Turn my oven on about 190, 200, something like that. Fry light all over your chips. Same with the celeriac ones. Fry light all over them. And then I'm going to use the Spicentice chips and wedges, and I'm just going to sprinkle it all over the top. You can't go wrong with these. Any of their recipes come with like the shopping list and the how to use them. They're brilliant. And if you go to that link at the top, It's got the Spicentice code on there, so if you click on it, you can go to Spicentice, buy what you want, and at the checkout, just enter my name, Donna, and you'll get 20% off, which is a nice Brucey bonus. They come with a little sachet with the spices on the back, but they taste really good. I love the, I can't get in it. I love all the curries. The madras is amazing. The aloo gobi, the Bombay potatoes, all of those, they are fab. Chinese chicken curry, that's really good. Balti. The Moroccan lamb tagine, really good too. Right, okay. So you can use that code and get yourself 20% off. Sprinkling it all over. There we go. That's done all of the wedges. You can give them a shake. Give them a good coat. Roll them over if you want to. Get it all over them. There we go. Right, I'm just going to sling those in the oven. Right, it's all over them. You all know how to make chips and wedges. Oh, I think my brother's here. The doorbell's just gone. I'll wait and see if anybody answers before I have to go and get the door. I think Andrew might be. Right, I'm just going to drain off the excess fat, and we're going to roll on the rest of these. Right, so all that is in there is the mince and the onions. We've fried it off until it's brown. Now I'm going to pop in my peppers. In the recipe, it tells you to chop the peppers really finely. I'm just slinging them in because I keep all my speed really bulky because it gives you something to eat. And that's going to make you feel fuller when you know you've chewed your food. So put those in. I'm going to chuck in the small tub of passata. Whack that in. So it's going to have to reduce right down. Somebody's got the door. It's okay, haven't got to go. Yes, I've got a rubbish bowl. That's for the clean police. Everyone gets really upset that I sling it all everywhere. Andrew did buy me a bin that went on the cupboard, but it drove me mad. So anyway, we've gone with the bowl. Now actually, do you know what, to be fair, it has saved me cleaning up a lot afterwards. It's pretty good. It's just a bowl. I'm going to stir that in quickly. Some tomato puree. So this is all totally sin-free. A good dollop. There we go. How long for the chips and wedges? I'd usually say about 45 minutes, but just keep an eye on them. You'll know, stick a knife in them, you'll see that they're cooked. Right, stir that in. Right, next up, you're gonna need these little measurers. Here we go. Right, where are we at? 2 tablespoons, oh, do you know what? I'll do the sweetener first. So the recipe says 4 tablespoons of sweetener. Now this one is free if you're doing Slimming World. It's the Tesco low calorie granulated sweetener. That one's free, but I'm gonna put 2 tablespoons in because 4's a lot. 4's a lot. Hey Rachel, if I'm missing your comments, I apologise. I'll do my best to go through them all afterwards or tomorrow. Sometimes it takes me a few days to get through them. Thanks for the shares. Right, I'm putting that to one side so I know what I've done. Balsamic vinegar, 2 tablespoons, but I'll post the recipe afterwards, so just make sure that you've followed the page and you've got it on C first, and you're not going to miss a trick. The recipes are always posted in the pictures, so I'll put my links, and then it's I'll take the pictures of the food, and the recipe is in the pictures as well, because somebody kept saying to me, where's the recipes? It's in the pictures, okay? So we've got 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar going in. Now we're going to do 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. Any will do. Just use what you've got, what you can get your hands on. 1 tablespoon of that. Right, done with that now. I can put my cutlery in the bowl as well. Paprika. Teaspoon, is that going to fit in there? 1 full teaspoon of paprika. It's all gone. Let me get this one out. Will that fit? Oh, it won't fit in there, dang it. Okay. But I'll post a recipe later, so just make sure that you're following the page. My mailing list is on that link as well. Come on out. Oh God, not that much, hang on. There we go. Lid on, paprika done, and then some mustard powder. I'm just using the Coleman's one. Hang on, do you have to have sweetener? No, right. So you know, like if you're new to following me, I just make change the recipes to suit me. So if you don't like sweetener, don't put it in. All good. Teaspoon of mustard powder. Putting the wrong lid on now. That's it. Job done, everybody. So this is just going to cook and reduce right down. Go and put that back in the freezer. For the next 40 minutes, and I'll post the pictures. So you want it to be quite thick so it doesn't all just fall out of your cob. So then we're going to have the chips in a cob with this, and you can put your gherkins on it, you can put a salad on it, whatever you want. So Bev, we are making sloppy joes. So if you've not heard of them before, have a look at the pictures because they are absolutely yummy. And we're using the plan, we're doing the Slimming World plan properly. We planned this. So I'm using these wholemeal cobs. One of these is what is your healthy bee for the day, or if you're going to have to sin it, it's 6 Syns. So if you don't have your healthy bee until you make these, then you can have one of your cobs. If you want 2 cobs, one's your healthy bee, the other one would be 6 Syns. You can put cheese on it, just use your healthy A allowance, job done. Was that helpful, everybody? Did we decide whether the cobs, baps and rolls? Thanks for the share, Alison. That smells amazing. So there it is. It's just got to cook and simmer and reduce right down. So by the time that's done, the chips will be ready too. So look out for the pictures. If you haven't already done so, go and click on that link. You can find the Spicentice code, the link to the YouTube channel, messages, everything. Here's my brother. Do you want to say hi?
Brother's here to be fed.
Do we look the same? It's my baby brother. There we go. Right, we're all done, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Yes, he's single.
Who's put that on there?
No one, yeah. Just before anybody does. Yes, he's single. Right, okay. Thanks for tuning in. The bread buns. Thanks for the shares. Make sure you followed and see first so you can get the recipe. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye bye.